The EB-5 process can be life-changing, but it all starts with one crucial decision: finding your right EB-5 attorney. Your attorney's experience can make or break your chances of securing a green card, so it's essential to get it right. In this video, I will walk you through the role an EB-5 attorney plays in your journey and share the key things you must consider before signing an agreement. If this is your first time here, I'm Varvara, a third-party promoter with over 7 years of experience working with the EB-5 program. On this channel, we dive deep into the US investment immigration process, offering tips, insights, and strategies to help you to succeed. Hiring an attorney is the first step in the EB-5 process and often your first financial commitment. With more than 18,000 immigration attorneys in the US, only select few truly understand the EB-5 program. To ensure you know what to expect, including the costs involved, stay around until the end of the video. First, let's talk about the role of the EB-5 immigration attorney in the process. The immigration attorney and their team assist you in preparing the initial application for a conditional green card, Form I-526, including a comprehensive description and list of documents demonstrating that your money were earned legally, known as the source of funds. They also guide you through the consular processing of your visa or change of status application, and finally, the application for a permanent green card, Form I-829. They provide you with a list of required documents, fill out the application forms, help you to pay governmental fees, request necessary documents from the regional center, compile the documents, print them, and send them to USCIS, US Citizenship and Immigration Services. After the applications are submitted, they receive all notifications related to the process and assist you in communicating with USCIS and consulates. It's also important to note that EB-5 immigration attorneys are responsible for collecting personal and financial documentation from investors. They should not assist EB-5 applicants in selecting a project for investment, as any advice on investment options within the US must be provided by licensed financial advisors. When you choose your EB-5 immigration attorney, you should keep in mind that experience of an EB-5 immigration attorney is the key. The language of EB-5 legislation is quite general, and there is no option to call or write to USCIS to verify which specific documents will be accepted and which will not. This is why it's crucial that the immigration attorney you work with has practical experience with EB-5 program. Attorneys learn the requirements through their previous client cases, and you don't want to become a learning experience for an experienced attorney. So how do you define an experience in EB-5? Ideally, your immigration attorney should have more than 50 approved EB-5 cases. The first I-526 petition is particularly significant, as this is where the most of the work is done by immigration attorneys. Specifically, the source of funds, which is often the most complex and critical aspect. While it's beneficial for an immigration attorney to have numerous I-829 approvals as well, it's not as crucial because in this second petition, where the investor must demonstrate that the required minimum of 10 new jobs were created, most of the documentation is prepared by the regional center. Considering the processing time for I-526 petitions over the last few years, with some taking more than 5 years to be approved, you should seek an immigration attorney who has been handling EB-5 cases for at least 8 to 10 years. How to find an experienced EB-5 attorney? To find a good immigration attorney, you can use various methods: online search, recommendations from promoters, regional centers, visit the EB-5 conferences, and so on. As a promoter, we always provide 4 to 5 options for our clients to choose from. Look for attorneys who specialize in investment immigration. This is often evident from their website and social media profiles. Check online sources like AVA and Google reviews, but don't rely on them entirely, as obviously attorneys ask only satisfied clients to leave the reviews. Set up consultations with few immigration attorneys and be prepared to pay for the consultations. Good immigration attorneys may charge a fee for the first consultation, which may be deductible from their service fee. Before the consultation, prepare a brief overview of your source of funds and its path. While it's uncommon for immigration attorneys to review the documentation during an initial consultation, it will make the meeting more productive and would help you to identify any potential issues with your source of funds. Educate yourself in advance with available online materials. Ask all the tough questions and pay attention on how the immigration attorney responds. Cross-check your immigration attorney with the regional center. Typically, the major regional centers are familiar with the active and experienced immigration attorneys, as there are not so many of them. The question we are often asked is it important for your immigration attorney to speak the same language as you? While it's certainly not a requirement, it can be easy to work with an immigration attorney who speaks your language. More importantly, if your immigration attorney speaks your language, there is a high probability they will be familiar with the documentation common in your country, which can save a lot of time explaining what documents are needed. An additional advantage is that the attorney can review documents in their original language to see if they are suitable without translation, which can save time and money. Now, as promised, let's talk about the service fees of immigration attorneys. Service fees can range from $20,000 to $70,000 depending on the attorney's experience, the size of their company, size of your family, their price policy, and other factors. Interestingly enough, in the EB-5 space, higher fees don't always mean more experience. We've seen cases where immigration attorneys with limited experience quoted the highest fees for their services. It's also important to note that the immigration attorneys have different fee structures. It's not always clear what is included in their fees and what you need to ask for. To make things easy for you, we've prepared a template for immigration attorney fees, which you can download using the link below. And as a bonus, you will also receive a list of questions we recommend to ask your immigration attorney on the first consultation. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe.